Hi guys, ever since I've upgraded the fuel pump on the Skyline to the Walbro 255 liter per hour, the car's been running very lean. I mean, it starts and drives fine, but as soon as you add a bit of right foot, it leans out drastically. Done a bit of research, and it turns out we need to upgrade the wiring and give it a better power feed, because the Walbro wants more power or demands more power than the OEM pump. So I'm going to take you through what I've done, with what wiring I've used and how we wired up the relay and stuff. So yeah. Let's talk about how we're going to wire this up. So we're using 6mm cable, and apparently the 4.5mm is good enough, but 6mm is all they had, so that's what I got. A 40 amp fuse, and then the 40 amp relay. So majority of this diagram is speaking about the relay at the center, right? So we start off with port number 30 or pin number 30 on the relay, which goes to the inline fuse and then directly to the battery positive. The next would be, let's talk of 85. So 85 is your ECU signal. That's the original cable that was coming in to the positive on the fuel pump that we're going to chop off, and we're going to connect that with a new line going to the relay pin 85. Pin 86 on the relay would be directly to earth, and also the current negative on the fuel pump, it keeps going to the fuel pump negative, but we're also going to add an additional line from there to an earth point, so we're just making the earth stronger. And the last pin, being pin 87, is going to go from the relay directly to the positive of the fuel pump. So not terribly complicated. Having a diagram does help though. Okay, this is what we've got for the electrical side of the installation. We've got 6mm cable, some ring terminals, spade clips for connecting onto the relay, fuse holder, inline fuse holder along with the fuse, some ferrules for connecting, joining cables, and then some heat shrink, different sizes of heat shrink. These are for the top of the tank, the cover bit, where the pipes come out of, and the cables go in. So because these cables are that much thicker, we can't connect them to the existing electrical, the little plastic clips, and we're gonna have to replace that with this. I'm hoping this works. It means drilling 2 little holes at the top of that fitting. I'll show you that once we get there, but hoping that this is everything I need. Okay, I thought I'd give you guys a quick view into how I'm testing for positive. So the wiring coming to the fuel tank, you got the one for the fuel sender, that's one of 3 wires, and then 1 or 2 wires, that's the power for the pump and signal. So theoretically the blue wire is supposed to be positive and the gray obviously negative. Then so what I've done is I've connected my positive probe into blue wire there. I got the negative going to the battery, and we've got a tester here. What I'm going to do is switch the ignition on and see what voltage, or if we get a voltage. Let's see if I can angle the camera here. Okay, switch the ignition on. And you see we're getting voltage there. So we know the blue is positive. Let's turn the ignition off. Next I'll disconnect the battery. In my case, it's just a matter of unscrewing that bit and to get the wiring ready. finished product, and these are the new terminals now for the power cables, right? So the fuel sender will still work with its normal bit there. That's the thing that now we've got rid of, the power one. So terminals come in there, screwed on. Yeah. Okay, just to review before I try starting up, let's have a look here. So in there we've got the negative terminal and the positive terminal coming out and up and into the relay. Mount of the relay, the back of the fuse box is a little bolt there that holds the fuse box in place. We've got the inline fuse here that's giving us power. So we've got power coming from the top here. There's a loop connector, a ring connector there. We've got the fuse, inline fuse, going down to give power to the relay. We've got earth, two new earths, one which is running to the relay directly, the other which is this one, which is going to that negative terminal that we looked at in there. And the last cable is the original power from the pump, which is now cut off, and that then joins to this larger cable, which again comes into the relay. So the only bit of original cabling that's left is this signal from the ECU, which was the old power for the pump. So all that's doing is just giving us signal now. It's not actually carrying power. The new cables are carrying power. So I've reconnected the battery. Time for first startup. Let's hear how it primes. If it primes, you can hear it priming. Did you hear the pump priming? I'm just looking to see if there's any leaks in here. Doesn't look like there's any leaks. Make sure we're neutral and so far no smoke, no leaks. Oh, is there a leak? Is this a leak? No, that's just the silicone spray that I used. Cool, so I'll do a test drive and an update a little later.